thought a lip was a lip. A lip's a lip. What's a girlish lip? What's a girlish? How come you're not giggling? You don't get it?
I don't know what they're laughing at.
I don't either. You?
I don't think it's that funny.
You know? It's not that funny. She says it's not that funny. What? Okay. What is a girlish lip? I mean, are you pouting? Is that? I thought that was a churlish lip.
Flat Rottweiler. Oh, no, just stop. Please
That's a
stop.
fish lip. I thought that was a fish lip.
That's
Flips up.
What is a girlish lip, guys? What is he saying? He was sitting there.
His lips were bloody and it looked like lipstick, so it looked girly.
Do you think that's what they wore in that day and age? Lipstick?
Totally.
Totally, okay. And eye makeup, probably lavender shadow or something. Little rouge.
What's not lipstick?
Got a little rouge going on there. What do you think they used for a base? Don't you have to have a base? What is that stuff you put on?
Foundation?
Foundation, that's it. Foundation,
It's like a
foundation.
base, what?
Yeah, base, foundation, you know. We need some foundation, we need some girlish lip. Okay, somebody
You
find
don't
out.
put foundation on your lips.
I didn't say you did. So we need some girlish lip. What is a girlish lip?
It was very feminine.
Is it just his way of describing his bottom lip or something?
Well, he's scared, so is he kind of being like you're such a girl kind of thing?
Kind of quivering, maybe?
Yeah. So he's
I can't quiver.
It'd be his bottom lip, obviously, but
Bottom lip. Okay.
why he's describing it
No.
as
Are you not gonna
girl.
tell us what it is?
Look, do I have all the answers? No.
Yes.
So he's got a girlish lip, so what are we gonna do with that? We'll deal with it. Okay, so, yeah, murmured the youth in great astonishment. It's my first and last battle, little boy, continued the loud soldier. Something tells me. What? I'm a gone coon this first time, and I would want you to take these here things to my folks. He ended in a quavering sob of pity for himself. He handed the youth a little packet done up in a yellow envelope. That was a hard one to answer, by the way. A little packet done up in a yellow envelope. But thanks to one of you at least, all I got was a yellow envelope. And I won't mention her name, but she's sitting in the back row. Why?
Was it you or me? I think it was me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still on the
Way to
right.
go. You're right or am I right?
Good question, huh?
Yes.
Why, what the devil, began the youth, but the other gave him a glance as from the depths of a tomb, and raised his limp hand in a prophetic manner and turned away. When you raise your hand in the ancient world, if you raised your hand, that meant you had the authority to speak. You had the floor. So he's saying, this is my way. Don't interrupt. Got it? With his girlish lip.
Do that here.
I didn't say a yellow envelope. I just said a envelope.
Oh, you even
Oh,
got
wow.
it simpler than
That's real descriptive.
Well, he never said you had to be descriptive. Just answer the question.
I've
That's
never
the whole
said
point
that.
of
huh?
lit.
I've never said you're supposed to be thorough,
I got the whole credit, so why didn't you doctor?
because I could have. You know what I have a question for you. How much white space is after that question anyway on the page? Show me. Lift it up and show us.
You gotta take off the inch margin on the side though. 1 inch there.
And her like size
See, and
74
what do
font.
you put? One
So
word?
what? Even if you say an envelope done up, yellow, whatever,
Go up.
Done up yellow.
it still isn't going to fill that entire
It was a
space.
fine white
You
thing
still had room for a lot more than what you
wrapped
put.
in a golden yellow.
See, and then you're like Amanda, and you just have to write big
I
in order
wrote
to
big
fill it
to
up.
fill it up.
Boom, right? She finished hers
We'll
right.
wrap it in a yellow envelope.
Yes. Thank you very much.
So very welcome.
Oh, well. Okay,
That was just an office.
chapter 4 is a long one. 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, almost 4 full pages.
4
Yep.
pages?
Yeah, can you do that?
Oh, shit.
Okay, who's the last to read?
It was like Claire or
Riley?
Emily.
I think it was me.
Yeah, I think it was in mine.
So is it going that way or this way?
We're going this way. Yeah, we're going this way.
Your way.
Or the highway.
No.
Loud and don't cover your mouth.
Make sure you have food in your mouth while you're doing it.
Yeah. Okay, the brigade. Are you?
Mm.
Oh, take a drink. Take another drink. Take 2.
Keep drinking.
Keep drinking. Okay, we're in a new chapter, so we've got to start a new list. So, new list. Okay, how many words do we have in that? In chapter 3, we have. Oh, we're getting a big list of words here. You guys are going to have a great vocabulary when you graduate from this class.
Mr. Henderson, you gotta tell him to stop.
16 words.
That's the point.
You're gonna have to pee next. Dude, 16 words. Chapter 4. Here we go. 4 pages. We're gonna. Where'd you put the thing down? That's enough. Now, read. You wetted your lips and your your girlish, churlish lips. The brigade was halted.
The brigade was halted on the fringe of a grove. The men crouched among the trees and pointed their restless guns out into the fields. They tried to look beyond the smoke.
What kind of guns?
Restless.
Why are they restless?
They're itching for war.
They're itching for war. Exactly. They're wanting to get engaged. Okay.
Out of this haze, they could see running men. Some shouted information and gestures as they heard. The men of the new regiment watched and listened eagerly, while their tongues ran on in gossip of the battle. They mouthed rumors that had flown like birds out of the unknown. They say Perry has been driven in with big loss. Yes, Carrot went to the hospital. He said he was sick. The smart lieutenant was commanding G Company. The boys say that they won't be under Carrot no more if they all have to desert. They all us knew he was a Hannesis. Battery is took.
Hannesis battery is took. It gets interrupted. What's dessert mean? Does anybody know what dessert means besides what you eat after
To run away from your post.
the runway or Hannesis battery is took. What does that mean? Hannesis battery is took.
Makes the army overrun.
No. The battery, their cannons have been taken. Okay, keep going.
It ain't either. I saw Hannes' battery off on the left not more than 15 minutes ago. Well, the general, he says he's gone to take the whole command of the 304th
304.
when we go into action. And then he says we'll go such fighting as never another one regiment done. They say we're chatting it over in the left. They say the enemy's driven our lines into a double swamp and took Hannes' battery. No such thing. Hannes' battery was lying here about a minute ago.
Okay, so it's 15 minutes. Now it's a minute. So what's happening to Hannes' battery? Anybody know? Rumors, right? Sounds like school. Go ahead.
The young Hansbrook he makes a good officer. He ain't afraid nothing. I met one of the 148th Maine boys, and he says his brigade fit the whole rebel army for 4 hours over the Turnpike Road and killed about 5,000 of them. He says one more such thing as that and the war will be over.
Holy smokes. So they fit the whole rebel army, one regiment, 148 Maine boys. They killed about 5,000 of them. That would be an absolute slaughter. And then one more such battle. Well, if they fit the whole rebel army, and there's one more such battle, what more battles can there be if they fit the whole rebel army in that one battle? What's left? One more such battle. See how unreasonable sometimes the rumors that fly around your school are? They're about as founded as this is going on. Got it? Got it? Does this make sense? I mean, this is the kind of stuff that starts happening when they're not fighting, and all they're doing is surmising what's going on. Okay?
Bill wasn't scared either. No, sir. It was that Bill ain't getting scared easily. He was just mad. That's what he says. That's what he was. When that fella trod up on his hand, he up and said that he was willing to give his hand to his country. But he'd be dummed if he was going to have every dumb backwasher and bushwhacker in the country walking around on it. So he went to the hospital, disregardless of the fight. 3 fingers was crunched. The darn doctor wanted to amputate him, and Bill, he raised a hell of a row. I hear he's a funny feller.
Okay, so do you remember the guy that fell down earlier and somebody stepped on his hand? Well, that's Carrot back over here. Yes, Carrot went to the hospital on page 30. So now, his name, apparently his last name's Carrot, or that's a nickname for him, and so we find out his real name is Bill. And one of the things that happened often in this war was amputation. Doctors mainly were butchers. They just cut things off. If it bled too much, cut it off. Okay.
The din in front swelled into a tremendous chorus. The youth and his fellows were frozen to silence. They could see a flag that tossed in the smoke angrily. Near it were the blurred and agitated forms of the troops. There came a tremendous stream of men across the fields. A turbulent stream of men across the fields.
Do you know what turbulent means? Turbulent? Okay, that's a good one. Turbulent. Write it down. Turbulent. Turbulent. Very good. Make sure your definition fits the context, please.
A battery changing position at a frantic gallop scattered the stragglers right in line. A shell screaming like a storm banshee went over the huddled heads of the reserves. It landed in the grove and exploded, readily flung the brown earth. There was a little shower of pine needles. Bullets began to whistle among the branches and nip at the trees. Twigs and leaves came sailing down. It was as if 1,000 axes, invisible, were being wielded. Many of the men were constantly dodging and ducking their heads.
Okay, stop. Okay, there's 2 important things in here. First of all, what do you think he's saying up in the paragraph where it says the din in front swelled? And the sentence, they could see a flag that tossed in the smoke angrily. What flag?
The rebel.
And what's it doing?
It's waving.
Tossing, waving? And in what way is it waving? That's an adverb, angrily. How can a flag wave in an angry fashion?
Really fast.
Okay, fast.
Jerking motion.
Whipping around, like a horse's tail, that kind of thing. Is that what you're referring to?
No, faster than that.
Faster than that, okay. Why is it angry?
Like a strong wind that's like.
There's no one to be blind, so.
When you're playing cards or you're throwing horseshoes or you're playing golf, or you're playing football, or you're on the volleyball court, when do you get angry?
When you're losing.
When you're losing. Very good. Huh?
And someone runs into
When someone I forgot rugby, didn't I? I think I left that one out on purpose because everybody out there is angry all the time. Yeah, when you're losing. Okay, the other one is, he uses this again in the next, is it here, in this chapter or next? Okay, so down in the next, to the last full paragraph, bullets began to whistle among the branches. And twigs and leaves came sailing down. It was as if 1,000 axes, wee and invisible. He's going to use that again. Did we do that already where there was wee people on wee horses, little people on little horses? Maybe that's not. Maybe that's in the one I wrote. That's due tomorrow. Any of you remember?
The only thing about the horse is the gigantic colonel on a gigantic horse.
That so far was all we've had.
Yeah.
Okay. We have another one that's little horses, little men on little horses. Isn't it interesting that he goes between gigantic and wee? What's wee all about?
He
What?
sizes.
Hmm?
He sizes.
He sizes things? Is that what you're saying? Why would he use the word we? Okay, I'm going to throw this at you. Look like you've got an answer. Are you saying why you would use the word we? Oh, no. Do you have?
Well, yeah, because we is like small. Because if you say something like that, we big.
Yeah. When do you use that word?
It means meek.
What?
Meek.
Meek?
Yeah. It's weak and
Weak?
small.
Small?
So it might, yeah.
What group of literature do you most often find the word we? What genre?
Poetry.
What?
Poetry.
Possibly, I guess. But I'm thinking of a specific group of literature. Children's literature? Isn't we the... Okay, so maybe not for you guys.
Yeah.
But it used to be that, especially the Irish talk about the wee little ones. It'd be just wee little ones, you know?
And lads.
Huh?
Wee lads.
Wee lads. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's a bit of childish innocence that keeps trying to permeate this horrendous adult-like affair called war. It's just a thought. He's got some interesting things going on. For instance, why, when he was talking about dying, did he not refer to heaven as a place where he would be understood? Or do you think he kept it generic? I mean, after all, he's a preacher's kid. Think he doesn't know? Too early. Too early.
He's a preacher's kid when he probably assumed that he's going to heaven. Would that be the case?
But
I'm
he hasn't
assuming.
been living.
Well,
like
yeah, if you
Yeah.
look at the author, he was raised that way, but he veered off. And so he probably doesn't want to claim either hell or heaven and just leave
Or
it.
maybe it's kind of that reality where in the back of his mind he thinks he's going to hell, but he doesn't want to just say it.
Interesting. So if you acknowledge one, you have to acknowledge the other? Good thinking. Good thinking. All right. Okay, so we've got we going. No? You don't think so? Okay, then Amber, why don't you start reading for us? He held.
He held the wounded member.
Oh, wait a minute. The lieutenant. I'm sorry.
Okay. The lieutenant of the youth's company was shot in the hand. He began to swear so wondrously that a nervous laugh went along the regiment.
Wondrously. Oh, sorry.
That a nervous laugh went along the regimental line. The officer's profanity sounded conventional. It relieved the tightened senses of the new men. It was as if he had hit his fingers with a tack hammer at home.
What's conventional mean? Normal? We better look that one up.
Like,
Like a convention?
New.
Conventional. We don't know. So conventional, write it down. Thank you. Keep reading, Amber.
He held the wounded member carefully away from his side so the blood would not drip upon his trousers. The captain of the company, tucking his sword under his arm, produced a handkerchief and began to bind with it the lieutenant's wound, and they disputed as to how the binding should be done. The battle flag in the distance jerked about madly. It seemed to be struggling to free itself from an agony. The billowing smoke was filled with horizontal flashes.
All right, so what does the flag now say?
It's struggling.
How is it struggling? What is it struggling against? Come on, look at it carefully, guys. The battle flag in the distance jerked.